guys, so today I have swatches of the Glitter Daze Cloud 9 collection. There are 6 pastel creams in this collection. These are available right now, so I will link the website down below and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called I'm Sort of a Big Deal, and this is a light gray. It is showing up just a little bit lighter on camera than it is in person. So here's one coat. So this one is nearly opaque in one coat. I have done the swatch pictures for this collection already, and I am so impressed with most of the formulas here. Like I said, nearly opaque in one coat on this one. I think you might be able to get away with one. It does kind of settle and cover itself pretty well. I just have some darker spots where it's not completely even, so I'm going to do a second. The formula on this is a little bit thicker. It's not too thick. I actually really like it, but it is probably a little bit thicker than what I would consider average. So here's 2 coats. This one covers completely in 2, which is amazing for a light color like this. I am so impressed with these light colors. I can't wait to show you guys the rest of them on camera. And like I said, the formula is what I would consider a little bit thicker than average, but that's how you get that good coverage. So there is 2 coats, and 2 coats only, of I'm Sort of a Big Deal. The next polish is called Up, Up, and Away, and this is a light pink. Again, a little bit washed out on camera. It's a little bit more pink in person. So here's one coat. Covers really well on the first coat. A little bit streaky still. I can still see some dark spots where it's not completely even. So it is going to need a second coat, but the coverage is pretty good. Pretty even. It's not like the most even coverage ever, but for a light pastel pink, it's pretty good. And the formula is about the same as the last one. It might just be a little bit less thick, but not by much. So here's 2 coats, and this one does cover completely in 2. There are just some very minor streaks and dark spots that I wanted to cover on the first coat, so I'm not surprised that it covers completely in 2. But it also goes on a little bit thick, so that contributes a lot to the opacity. So there is 2 coats of Up, Up, and Away. The next polish is called Come Fly With Me, and this is a light pastel purple. Again, I'm having like major issues with this camera, and the lighting settings like to change. No matter how much I change them, they change back within a few minutes of filming. So this is a little more purple than it is showing on camera. So here's one coat. This one is also nearly opaque in one coat, just a few lighter streaky spots that I want to cover. Same formula, a little bit on the thicker side, not too thick for me, just thicker. So here's 2 coats. This one also covers completely in 2. I am just so impressed with the, between 1 and 2 coats that all these pastels so far have needed. It's kind of unheard of for pastel polishes. So there is 2 coats of Come Fly With Me. The next polish is called Mile High Club, and this is kind of a peachy cream that's a little bit more on the pink side of peachy. Again, a little bit washed out on camera. So here's one coat. Another one with great coverage on the first coat. Just a little bit streaky still. Formula feels good. This is another one that I think is a little bit thinner. Still on the thick side, I think. Like for me it's not bad, but for most people it's probably on the thick side, but not quite as far over on the thick side as the other ones. So here's 2 coats. And this one also covers completely in 2. I think with this one though is right on the line. Depending on your application, you might need 3 if you're picky and if you push really hard. And these also dry pretty shiny. So there is 2 coats of Mile High Club. The next polish is called Sky's the Limit, and this is a light pastel blue. This one is actually not as washed out as the other ones have been. A little bit still, but pretty close to the right color. So here is one coat. This one also covers pretty well. A little bit streaky, but not bad. And when I mention the color accurate issues in the video, usually once the polishes are on my fingers, that's fine. It's just the shot in the bottle that always ends up being a little washed out. And my photos are color accurate as well. And this has a great formula. This one is also a little bit less thick than a couple of the others now. I think the thicker ones are now in the minority because we're 5 in. So here is 2 coats. And this one covers completely in 2. If you hear any noise, it's probably the fan on my laptop because I'm playing The Sims in between swatches. Again, I am super impressed with the formulas on these. So there is 2 coats of Sky's the Limit. And the last polish is called Ready, Set, Jet, and this is a nude cream. It again is a little bit washed out on camera. So here is one coat. Another one with a great coverage, just a little bit streaky. Great formula on this one as well. So here is 2 coats. So all of the polishes in this collection have been 2-coat pastel creams, which is incredible. Again, they all dry pretty shiny, but I always suggest a top coat anyway. It's going to help everything last longer. So there is 2 coats of Ready, Set, Jet. So Sky's the Limit is my favorite because I love blues, and it's another blue, especially pastel blues, light pastel colors, because they make my fingers look really long. And these have some of the best formula, at least like the first few that I did, have some of the best formula pastels that I've ever used ever. Like, I'm shocked and blown away at how good the formulas are, this one included. So really, really like this one. I mean, the collection in general I'm really impressed with, but that one especially. So that is the Glitter Daze Cloud 9 collection. Again, I will link the website down below because those are available right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.